Have you ever wondered what are the top 5 designer brands of all time? Oh, you haven't? Well, you're at the wrong video, mate, so you might as well click off now. Nah, but all jokes aside, in today's video, we're going to be counting down the top 5 designer brands of all time. This video is going to be a little bit interesting because I think a lot of feelings are going to get hurt, but if your feelings do get hurt, leave it down in the comment section below and we'll have a discussion. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into the number 5 spot. Okay, cool. Coming in at number 5, we have Fendi. So Fendi is a Italian brand founded in 1925 and it was created by 5 sisters, each holding a 20% share of the company. And in my opinion, that is just gas. Like, imagine all of your siblings coming together to create like a designer brand. Like, yeah, I take my hat off. So Fendi are probably most known for their fur items. They use this material in a lot of their clothing slash accessories, and as of recent they do the two eyes, like you probably see it on like t-shirts and like bags and stuff. Also, another design that they're probably most known for is their Fendi all over print. Basically it's like two F's like upside down alongside each other, and that just covers the whole entire like item that is on. And to be fair, like this is probably one of my most favorite all over like prints. I think it looks nice, it's not too like tacky. To be fair, like Fendi sort of flew under my radar a little bit. Like I didn't know too much about the brand, but after doing more research, I do respect it a lot. Also, a fun fact, in 1999, Prada and LVMH bought a 51% share in the company, and obviously you know about percentages, that is a big boy fucking share. That's all I really got to say about Fendi. That was the number 5 spot, so let's move on to the number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 4 spot, probably my most favorite designer brand of all time, and you've probably guessed it, it's Burberry. Before we get into this, I did do a history of Burberry in my latest video. If you do want to check that out, just click on my channel and it should be there. But without further ado, let's get into this. So Burberry was founded in 1856 in London. It was founded by Thomas Burberry. Burberry is probably most known for its trench coats, the Burberry scarf, and probably the most iconic thing that they're most known for is Burberry print. And I can't even lie to you, this is probably my most favorite aspect of the brand. Like, I think it's just a good combination of like the design, the colors, and like also like the pattern. One of the reasons why I rate Burberry so highly, because like the majority of their clothing is very sophisticated and smart. Like compared to other designers, like it's not very loud. Obviously I know the print is a little bit loud, but it's more smart than anything. And yeah, I do rate that a lot. So like majority of brands, Burberry has had its up and down. A good example of this is when they had their reputation completely destroyed like over the space of like 5 years. And I'm talking about the time where Burberry become really popular with football hooligans. And if you know what football hooligans are, they are basically just football fans, but they're just more aggressive. They like to get in fights, etc. And obviously this was very bad for the brand, because it got to a point where like public places wouldn't allow anyone that wore Burberry in. Like they actually got banned for wearing Burberry. But in the end, Burberry managed to get their reputation back and is still deemed like a high quality designer brand. So yeah, that was Burberry coming in at the number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 3 spot, we have Dior. And similar to Fendi, Dior only really become popular, I'd probably say like in the last like 6 years. Dior is actually a French brand. It was created in 1964 and it was founded by obviously Christian Dior. And in my personal opinion, there's only one person that really made Dior popular in the past 5 years, and you guessed it, that person is what Dior is mostly known for is its all over print. They use this all over print on literally everything: shoes, trainers, jackets, all sorts. But I can't lie to you, it is a very nice all over print. I do believe that Dior only really does clothing and shoes. Like obviously they probably do bags and stuff, but like they wouldn't do like other accessories such as like umbrellas like you see with other designer brands. And to be fair, in the past couple years, Dior has made a very big impact on the designer like community. I do believe the newer generation does fuck with Dior more than like the majority, and for good reason, because this brand isn't really like boring. Like majority of their items are like heavy items. Like I do enjoy some of their pieces. I probably wouldn't say this is my favorite brand, but obviously I'll give respect where respect is due. But with that being said, I don't really have much else to say about Dior, but obviously it is a well high regarded brand, and yeah, that's all I really have to say. So yeah, that's going to be it for number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we have Gucci. And you're a complete donut if you didn't think Gucci was going to be on this list. Like when it comes to brands, like Gucci is probably the top 3 of literally all time. So Gucci is a Italian brand founded in 1921, and the owner's name, wait for it, So the owner's name is Gucci, and I can't lie, like I just find that very amusing. Like Gucci, like that is such a flex of a name. So the iconic items that Gucci is probably most known for is Gucci sliders. I remember roughly like 2014, everyone and their grandma had Gucci sliders on. Like I'm not even joking. And another one is Gucci belts. They've kind of lost its popularity as of recently, but it's still a staple item in Gucci's catalog. Another iconic thing that Gucci has is iconic Gucci print, and I do believe that Gucci was the first brand to actually popularize the all over print. I think they were one of the first people that actually did it and made it popular. And also, in my opinion, the Gucci all over print is probably one of the best prints, like, yeah, hands down one of the best prints. And as of recently, Gucci has branched out and done like collaborations with various different like companies. One of the first collaborations that they did that comes to mind is the Disney collaboration. And obviously, I'm not really a big fan of Disney. I think it's a bit childish and etc. And I can respect them doing a collaboration with Disney because, you know, who does a collaboration with Disney? And probably one of my most favorite collaborations of all time is a Gucci North Face collaboration. I believe they've done two separate collaborations, and both collaborations are just heavy. One of my favorite items is North Face Gucci coat. I think that just goes so hard with the all over print and the big puffer like jacket. Like that is crazy. But yeah, Gucci is just one of them brands that is just gonna live on for generations. Like it's just got such a unique name. And speaking of the name, like the name Gucci has become like an adjective. So like people would say like, oh yeah, I'm feeling Gucci, or like oh yeah, today has been a very Gucci day. Like it's just like it just means good. And to be fair, like I think that's a good way for like the brand to stay in like pop culture, like obviously just attach itself to like certain slang words and stuff. So I don't think that was done intentionally, but it was a good move regardless. So yeah, that was Gucci coming in at the number 2 spot. Coming in at the number 1 spot, and you've probably already guessed it, and if you haven't guessed it, get the fuck out right now. But no, all jokes aside, coming in at the number 1 spot we have Louis Vuitton, and I can't even lie to you, like I don't even know where to start with Louis Vuitton because it's such a big of a company, so much to talk about. Louis Vuitton is actually a French brand. It was created in 1854, and I think it's one of the oldest brands on the list, 2 years behind Burberry. So at the start of Louis Vuitton's journey as a brand, they actually created the iconic trunk, and this was Louis Vuitton's bread and butter for like many years because high class people did like obviously travel a lot, so they would need like luggage and like trunks and stuff. Louis Vuitton don't really have that much like iconic items, but I will say the most popular items are like the bags. In my opinion, they are probably the front runners for like designer bags. But with that being said, like when it comes to clothing as well, like they are just as popular as the bags. Like literally, like the whole company is just levels above every other designer brand. To be honest, like I don't really see a real competitor to Louis Vuitton. So Louis Vuitton is part owners of a company called LVMH. And basically what this company is basically it is a combination of all of the brands. So this company has a lot of stake in other designer brands such as Dior, Fendi, Kenzo, and they also have stakes in more than 60 designer brands. Like they literally do not have a competitor because all of their competitors, they have a stake in that company. So when they're losing, they are still winning, like literally. And like that is such a crazy thing to think about because you don't really see that in many other like businesses. Like say if like McDonald's had like a stake in Burger King, Five Guys, and like other like burger restaurants, like you don't really see that. So if Louis Vuitton to own majority stake in like major designer companies is just a big flex in and of itself. So let's talk about collaborations because Louis Vuitton's collaborations are very interesting to say the least. So I'm not sure if a lot of people know about this, but they actually did a collaboration with Kanye West, I believe like the early 2000s, maybe like 2008, and I do believe they only released like a couple of pairs of shoes. I can't lie to you, like I do rate these shoes highly. Like these shoes go in like crazy, and probably one of the biggest collaborations with a person that they've done is Virgil Abloh. And to be fair, like Virgil Abloh did make a big impact on the Louis Vuitton like brand. Like his time with Louis Vuitton, like they've made so many like iconic pieces, like it's just crazy. Also other collaborations that they've done a collaboration with the NBA, which was a very cool collaboration, and also they've done a collaboration with League of Legends, and yes, you guessed it, League of Legends, a bloody video game. Like who thinks to do that, but probably my most favourite and probably the most iconic collaboration that they've done is with a skateboard company called Supreme. To be honest, I'm not going to get into the Supreme and Louis Vuitton collaboration because I've already done a top 5 video on the best items from that collaboration. So if you do want to check that out, go to my channel and it should be there. But yeah, to like finalize things, I do believe that Louis Vuitton will be like the main company for the seeable future. Like I don't think any company is gonna like compare to them, just from the main fact that they have so many companies underneath them that like they are actually invested in, and probably won't let them get to a point where they can overtake Louis Vuitton. Like in my opinion, like that is such a good strategy to like stay on top of your competition, is to actually become your competition. Like, but yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, a comment, and also subscribe. And without further ado, it's been your boy. I'm out.